Hello, and welcome to the Sunday Self-Love, Self-Care weekly reading. This week, we have some new decks. I got that Shine deck there, that beautiful Self-Love Oracle. So we're going to be incorporating those into our reading this week. If you've come over from Facebook and you've already chosen your deck, go ahead and skip to your reading. The timestamps are in the video description. If not, you'll want to take a moment. We have pile 1, 2, and 3 here. What pile calls out to you? What are you feeling this week? Are you feeling more than one? That's fine as well. All right. So let's dive into reading number 1. I'm going to move these up out of the way here. I'm going to take pile number 1. Let's see what we need to focus on this week. So, if you chose pile number 1, your focus this week is courage. And I love her. She's got like this warrior energy going on. Where in your life do you need more courage? Where do you need to tap into maybe some loyalty there with that lion? Some warrior energy. Where might you need to stand up and stand out? Okay? Take the leap. Your courage will see you through. So, if you chose this pile this week, you are really being asked to take a leap on something. What is going on? Oh, I love this. So here we go. We see this lion again. You have some powerful lion energy. And your guides want you to surrender to your full power. You know, your life is calling for you to step into your full power. No more playing it small. We're going to take a leap. Oh, goodness. Where are we going to take a leap? Where are you going to take a leap? Share with me in the comments, please. Where are you going to take a leap of faith? Where are you going to surrender to your full power? Where in your life or how in your life are you going to step into your greatness this week? Okay, and it doesn't have to be something huge. These could be small leaps of faith. I feel like for some of you it's really big leaps of faith, which is why you need that courage. Okay, ask yourself this week, and I feel like this will help you take this leap of faith. What am I most afraid of losing? Because that, I feel like, is what's holding you back from surrendering to your full power. As we grow and change and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that what was. This is how you make room for what will be. So, if you were to take the big leap today, what would you feel scared of losing? Love, safety, belonging? What if it was all a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Gosh, this is a powerful reading this week. Your sole action, name that fear. Look at the worst case scenario and find a solution. It is time to take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. You know, you get a mantra there. You're going to have 2 mantras this week. This one is, I am moving forward, knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved. I am safe. I am belonging, or I belong. Okay? So, gosh, what a powerful right off the bat reading. I can't believe it. You know, there's something. You're really being called to harness your own power, harness your own energy, your courage, step into something so much bigger or so much more or so different. Really letting go of your fears here this week. So if you chose pile number 1, I want you to tap into this energy. We have here your other mantra for the week. waiting for others puts me into the puts me into an energy of abundance. A wanting more. Gosh, I should put my glasses on. I thought it was kind of odd. So wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. So where might you be wanting more for others? How might you be doing that? Okay. So I feel like for those of you who chose this, like, this isn't just going to affect you. This leap of faith, this you're not going to lose anything. You're going to gain something, and it's going to be abundant, not just for you, but for those around you as well. And you got, oh my gosh, I never say her name right. Amalthea. Amalthea. Okay. And this energy is about breaking free from patterns. Okay, that's where you're at. You are going to break free from patterns in your relationships, with yourself, with others, whether they're friends, romantic connections, even the universe. I feel like this leap has a lot to do with releasing feelings of shame, guilt, judgment, and bringing in like this new spirit of gentleness, of devotion, of really having faith in your ability to love, having faith in your own power. You know, we all doubt ourselves. So I know that you doubt yourself sometimes, wondering if you're enough. But this week, you have to really dive in. You have to know and trust that you are enough, that you are amazing. Okay? You don't need to push and try to make this happen. I want you to feel your way into it. I want you to surrender your way into this new way of feeling and being and trusting in yourself, and really just tapping into that energy and moving past those fears of loss. Okay. You got the meditate card this week. So, meditation always helps us to tap into our inner self and our feelings, um, you know, where we're at, how we feel. So I feel like, see the little diamond in her heart there and the swirling energy. So I feel like you definitely want to spend some time meditating this week, getting in touch with your inner feelings. This will help you tap into what it is you're being asked to do. This will also, I feel like, give you some space and some time to work through those fears. I feel like if you can learn to get quiet with yourself this week, and I want you to make a promise to yourself that you're going to meditate, whether it's one time this week, whether it's 7 times this week. Okay? Whatever it is for you, you feel called to do, I want you to make that commitment and promise now that you're going to do that. Okay? So I feel like through meditation, whether it be a guided meditation or just quiet 5-minute contemplative meditation, you will find some answers that you have been seeking this week. You will find what is most important, okay, by getting quiet. All right, I'm going to move these over because, like I said, we got some new cards here. Some beautiful new cards. So, isn't that gorgeous? Your soul lesson for this week is joy. It has to do with your heart chakra, which makes sense why we saw this little one right here. We're pointing towards that heart chakra, right? Right? So where are you connecting with joy? Where are you connecting with your heart chakra this week? So I feel like some of you need to let go of some overthinking or maybe some comparison. Okay, your soul's really asking you to become a little more heart-centered. What are your heart-centered values? Okay, maybe work to clear up some of your heart chakra issues if you have any. Let go of any defensiveness. You know, don't feel like you have to defend yourself. Don't feel like you have to hide. You have nothing to prove. Okay. Um, I feel like when you do this meditation, when you take the time to do the meditation, I think one of the best things you can do is to get in touch with your heart chakra. Maybe do a heart chakra meditation. Okay. And I want you, maybe if you're a journaler, to really think about, how you're going to show yourself some joy. How you're going to bring in some joy into your life this week and journal that. What does joy mean to you? How does it feel when you feel joy? And I love that these girls right here in the picture, they're sisters. So maybe you have a sister that you need to reach out to, or a best friend that you need to reach out to. Okay, I feel like for some of you that's really important. And then finally, we have here our last card. Trust your intuition. She's always right. And we talk about that all the time, don't we? We do. Trusting in our intuition. Trusting in our heart. Again, she's got her hand over the heart, doesn't she? It's all about heart chakra for you this week. Okay? I feel like very much about heart chakra work. Like every single one, like now this heart's sticking out to me. I feel like for you guys, your heart kind of gets in the way, maybe. It brings up that fear that I'm going to lose something. But get quiet. Listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to the truth. Okay? I feel like slow down and just listen. Because that is what's going to give you the courage to surrender and step into your full power. To have faith in yourself. To trust in yourself. Okay? Heart chakra work. Heart chakra meditation. Trusting into your intuition this week. Taking a leap of faith somewhere in your life. Again, share with me. Where are you going to take that leap of faith? Little, big, doesn't matter. It's your personal leap of faith. Work on paying attention to what you fear losing, because that is your obstacle. That is just what holds you back from really stepping into this power and this energy. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If it resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. Let's rock and roll with pile number 2. Hard time getting them now. All right. So for you, pile number 2, we're going to be tapping into our creativity this week. What's going on? What's going on in your mind? I feel like this kind of spark. Express your creativity, delight in the mystery of your inner muse. So I feel like there's some kind of spark going on. Maybe a need to think about things differently, see things differently. Because with this creativity card, I'm not really getting like go out and do creative things. I'm getting more of being creative with how you see things, with how you express things, how you express yourself, how you are acting in relationships. Maybe there needs to be a little spark, because we see here we got surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the support of love and others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off of the things that you need to do. So I feel like, what is it that you need to do? Where do you need a little love and support? You know, maybe you need to get creative in how you think about that love and support. Okay? So I know for many of you, it's difficult to receive. You struggle to receive. It's so easy to give, but receiving is so different. So you may have to get creative in how you receive. Interesting. What passion am I ready? What passion are you ready to pursue? Share it with me in the comments, please. Maybe the creativity for some of you is a passion, something you ready to create, ready to bring into life. Maybe you need a little help with that. Okay, so maybe it's not just about how you're connecting with others or receiving that support, but maybe you need to show somebody that manuscript or ask somebody if they want to collaborate with you on something. So your passions are going to continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put on the side or given up on or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? So your soul action for this week is to write a list of passions to which you want to give life to right now. And then journal how you can incorporate more of what you're passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whisperings and let your passions draw you towards your dreams. So pile number 2 here. If you chose this one, you're really being drawn towards your life purpose. And when we talk about life purpose, it's not necessarily some big, huge thing. Sometimes our life purpose is just so small, but it's something that we do every day, or it's part of our everyday life, part of who we are. So your mantra, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. I love this. Again, we're being told that we need to focus on how we're receiving. How are you receiving? Very important. All right, so we have the Princess Savior here. Isn't she so pretty? Is she you? Are you the Princess Savior? So, the Princess Savior is not about saving other people, but she is very much about saving herself. So, when you can get to a point where you're strong enough to save yourself, which you are, you never have to be afraid again. As well as inner strength, you have inner wisdom. So, I feel like the most precious treasure you're ever going to have is the divine gift of you. Okay? And you don't need permission from anybody to be you, to feel good, to be yourself, to honor your values, to say no. You can be open to help, and you can be grateful for assistance. But also know that whenever you need it, you have the power to learn and to act and to figure it out and to find the love that will really empower you for the life that you deserve. So I feel like for those of you this week, it's very much about, the princess who saves herself. But I don't want you to get caught up in being the princess that saves herself so much that you don't allow anyone to support you. You don't allow yourself to receive, because even the princess who saves herself, she receives. She allows others to help her through things and with things, okay? This, it's about believing in yourself, and perhaps you need support in believing in yourself. Perhaps you need help letting go of something or someone or old habits or old ways of life, okay? You've got this. You're moving in the right direction. Our self-love here is all about drinking tea. Okay? So I feel like I talked about this too in my reading they did the other day. A tea ceremony. I suggested a tea ceremony, so I'm going to suggest it here as well. A tea ceremony, drinking tea, finding tea that you like, just centering yourself, giving yourself that time to just focus on the tea and focus on yourself. Maybe focus on tranquility in the moment. Okay? I feel like the universe will just surround you in that moment. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I always tell people, like, they're always looking for the right way to do things. There's no right way to do a tea ceremony. It's however you feel in the moment. Okay? All right. So, I don't know how to say that. Ho'oponopono healing? So there's some kind of healing that is needed. So let's see what exactly that is, because I have no idea. That is a new card, and that is interesting. But this is one of the aura cards in the deck, so it has to do with your aura, okay? And so this is healing and 100% forgiveness, all right? And this is an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness practice. And you can use this practice to heal any situation with the power of self-forgiveness, compassion, and understanding. So, I want you to remember that while you're doing this, you are connected to everything. And this practice offers healing energy of forgiveness to yourself as well as others. So, I am sorry. I dissolve any disempowering subconscious thoughts. I now center myself in heart to calmly contemplate this situation with my inner wisdom, compassion, and understanding. I have the power to move forward without complaining, blaming, or shaming ever again. As I evaluate and widen my perspective, I see everything as an opportunity to learn and love more. I am grateful. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale. And I want you to put your hands over your heart. Please forgive me. I take a deep breath into my heart and I feel my universality. I let go of all negative thinking and ego-based fears. I acknowledge I have the power to choose how to protect and project myself. I bless everything with gratitude and let go of the past. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Now, if you can look at yourself, this would be perfect. I love you. I love myself with all my heart, and I project my love forward to all. As I open my heart more, I find the courage to face my life, focus on my strengths and creative destiny. With gratitude, I love who I am, my true self, and my infinite potential. Take one more deep breath in and release. You may open your eyes, or if you were already looking at yourself, that is fine. And this final part is the thank you. I thank myself for releasing all disharmonious energy. I wish no one harm, and I understand that holding on to anger and resentment is poisonous. Without any regrets, I thank myself, others, and this situation for teaching me. My inner wisdom sets me free to love. I am thankful for the power of my heart and my soul's infinite love. One more deep breath in and release. And that, my friends, is the beautiful Hawaiian forgiveness practice. You may use it as many times as you need to feel that it has done what it needs to do within you this week. Okay? And finally, perform a random act of kindness this week. I feel like that will help you kind of tap into the giving. I want you to perform that random act of kindness, and I want you to tap into the energy of how it makes you feel. So that way, you can also allow somebody to do something like that for you and not feel awkward about it, because they are getting that feeling out of it when they do it for you. Okay? So, Princess Savior, it is time for you to tap into your own energy and healing and kindness and allow others to bring it to you in return. It's time to get creative. Have a small tea ceremony or just drink some tea each evening. And and focus on those passions. What are they? What passions will you be focusing on? Share them with me in the comments. If this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. Pile number 3. You chose pile number 3. This is your reading. And this week, it's about intent. Intentions. Gosh, our intentions are what really creates. It's the beginning of creation, the beginning of all that we want to create in our life and build in our life. So focus your energy. There's amazing power in strong intention. It's so, so important. You know, we talk about doing moon rituals and we do an intention there. But intention is really every day. When you wake up each morning, what is your intention for the day? Do you have strong intentions? Do you have intentions rooted in gratitude and love? Rooted in possibility and openness? What are your intentions? What were your intentions for today? So I feel like you guys are struggling here with some negative thinking. You know, it's time to surrender because they're getting in the way of your intentions. You have control over your thoughts. So when negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and try to refocus on positive affirmations. And I know this can be a difficult thing to do, you know, but I'm going to go with what if it was easy? Seriously, it's that easy to change your negative thinking. And I'm going to say most of the time, because I know that sometimes when we have anxiety or we're suffering from depression, it's a struggle to surrender that negative thinking. It's a struggle to create strong intentions. But it's a lot in our head. You know, it doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe and the stars and the angels and all their powers to find the solution. You know, if you're struggling from anxiety or depression, you need to find the solution. You need to get to that sweet spot underneath it all that's going to need to be healed. You know, so you can move on to the next thing in your life and you're not staying stuck. For those of you who aren't struggling with those kind of things and are just struggling with just, you know, negative Nelly thoughts in your head, like many of us do on a daily basis, would you take the next step if it was easy? I want you to expect ease. I want you to call in grace, and I want you to receive guidance because you are supported. okay? Every one of you, you are supported. Your soul action this week. List 10 possible ideas for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It is here. You just have to say yes to it. Ooh, I like this. I like this pile number 3. So, what's going on? We got some super attractive power. My super attractive power comes from how I feel, my faith and love, and the joy I put out. Think about that all week, okay? Because I feel like for so many of you, you're really like, you're making life a little harder than it has to be. You're letting your thoughts get in the way. You're just maybe overthinking things. You know, maybe you don't have clear intentions. Like maybe you really need clear intentions. What are your intentions you want to set for this week? Share them with me. What are your intentions? Do you have big goals? Do you have small goals? So for every big goal, you need about 10 small goals to get to that big goal. And I don't want you thinking about the big, huge goal if you haven't hit the mark on the small goals. Have those negative thoughts been getting in the way of those small goals to get you where you need to be? That's why the what if it was easy card came up. Because it's so much easier when you're not self-sabotaging yourself, when you're not blocking yourself or getting in your own way, okay? We got the moon child going on over here, which I'm not surprised about because like I said, when we talk about setting intentions, I like to do them with the new moon and then work through my goals. And hopefully by the full moon, I've got made some progress. Okay. Um, so I feel like you have the opportunity to manifest something that you want, but you may need a little help. So I feel like you need to let go of control, trust that it'll happen. Um, and you may be a little scared or wondering if it's okay to really surrender as much as you really need to. And I feel like your guides are here to say it is. It is okay. You know, ask for what you want. Those intentions there without any shame, without any guilt, without any hesitation, and then relax and let it happen, you know. Um, I feel like there's divine blessings that just want to happen. You know, what are you waiting for? It's time to really speak from your heart about things, you know, and ask and you shall receive. It's really, really important. You know, I feel like there's a full moon coming up and you can use that full moon energy or you can just use the energy this week. It doesn't have to be all about the moon energy as well. It's just here about being a moon child, trusting in that feminine energy, that divine feminine energy. Okay? Self-care this week is to read. So, what are you reading? Anybody reading books? All right, I'm a reader and I'm going to actually start reading this new book. I can't remember the name of it. Untamed, I believe it is. So, I will share a link to that in the video description as to what I'm reading, and share in the comments with me, what are you reading? Because if you chose this pile, reading is your self-care mission this week. So something somewhere that you're supposed to read. And if you're not a reader, that's okay. Listen to it on, you know, we can listen to books now. Or, you know, maybe there's just a message somewhere in something that you will read this week. Okay. Let me get this beautiful card. It's all about change and miracles. I love this. This is beautiful. You can see the butterfly there as well. The truth is you are everything. Seriously, you are. You are everything. So I feel like there's definitely some changes going on for you guys here. I feel like, life changes quickly sometimes and other times it doesn't. And I feel like for you, this little guy is saying that there's a need for compassion and understanding and a viewpoint that is different. I feel like maybe you've been unaware that a limited or fixed viewpoint is being upheld. Sometimes you do things out of habit, you make choices out of habit, you don't even realize that there's something more. It's like you have some blind spots in your perception. And we want to open up those blind spots. That's the change that we need. Okay? How you relate to everything affects all aspects of your life. So I want you to open up your perspective, and I want you to think. So if you could take time this week to use 3 points of view, all right? And this can be a little difficult, but in every relationship, practice perceiving 3 points of view. I want you to perceive your point of view in things. I want you to try to perceive the other person's point of view in things. And I want you to try to perceive the whole movie. Okay? And the more you do this, the easier it becomes. But I want you to try to listen to things as if you know nothing at all and respond to situations as if you're the last person to enter the room. And I really want you to, I feel like this is the big thing this week. I want you to respond to things. I do not want you to react to things. Perhaps that's your intention for the week. Respond, but do not react. Okay? And finally, we have tuning into your inner peace. So how do you do that? How do you tune into your inner peace? Do you spend time in nature? Do you meditate? Do you read? Do you really just trust in your feelings and emotions? That's what we're going to work on this week if you chose this. Okay? Let go of that negative thinking. Set some intentions. Share them with me. What are they? Ask yourself that question, what if it was easy? We're going to bring in miracles this week for you. Tap into the Moonchild energy. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If it resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please be sure to share. Have a great week.